This one, you want to go ahead and watch. Why? Because it's fountain pen valuation time! Finally! Hey there, it is Grace. Welcome back. Welcome if you are new. Thank you for being here. When we start writing with our pens, we automatically assign a specific value to it as we're using it. Now, we all have different experiences with pens we add to our collection, whether it is purchased or it is gifted or it's swapped. And from that valuation, we find that not every pen is meant to be perfectly aligned with us. It's okay if one or two of them, for that matter, 10 of them, is a dud. But for someone else, it could be heaven. Heaven, absolutely. Now, previously to this, when I did reviews for pens that I unboxed, I used a pen evaluation system or rating based on 6 criteria: uniqueness, ease of use, feel in hand, style, the all-important writing experience, right? And lastly, value. And if you've watched any of my videos prior to this, if you've watched any of my new pen videos prior to this, you already know that I always skip giving that last rating, value. And that's because I believe I can only know the value of a pen over time and with use. Now, earlier this year, I did my first pen evaluation on 6 or 7 pens that had come into my collection. I say come in like they magically appeared or something. So, what number did I assign these next 7 pens I purchased after that period action? By the way, if you want to watch that last video I did on pen valuation ratings, I'll put a quick link in the description. And so, as I said, it's been quite a few months since that video, and it's definitely time for another one because I got more pens. I got more pens because it's just not going to stop. It's just not going to stop. Me and you both know that. Here we go. Let's go. Okay, so my first pen value video, I gave a complete explanation of all the ratings and what they mean. There's a link in the description to that video the first time I used it. But the shorter version is, it's a rating that came from Tom Odo of Gold Spot Pens. I really liked what he came up with, and it helped me, especially in my new stage of owning pens, it helped me evaluate what I liked about pens. And so briefly, those 6 ratings are uniqueness. The rating scale is common to extraordinary. Ease of use is it easy or hard to start using? The feel in the hand, and the scale is it light or is it big and heavy? And then the other 3 are style. The style of the pen. The rating is conservative to opulent, and think Benu, my glitzy Benu. The 5th one, which is the all-important one for me, that dictates my use of a pen, how often it actually gets used, is the writing experience. And the writing experience, the rating is scratchy to buttery smooth. That's the spectrum it's on. And then the last rating, the final rating that I never gave in. It's so weird because the first time I did these value ratings, I think I gave the first value rating and then I never gave another one because I'm like, how can I value this pen? And I just unboxed it. I have to me, it's value over time. It's the value for the money I've spent on the pen. And that's why in the videos you see of my unboxing, I actually started sharing the dollar amount, the US dollar amount that I paid for my pens. And the value rating is a low to high, just that's it. Same number out of 10. And I cannot stress this enough, that the rating is totally, this rating I'm giving the value of the pen is totally subjective. It has nothing to do with anything except my personal experience of the pen. how this pen and I, whatever pen I'm giving the value rating of, how the pen and I gelled over time. All right, let's get started. The first pen up that I got in the last 7-ish months, I had to change it because it was 6 months, but now, is my Esterbrook. This is my first Estie pen, and it's the Esterbrook Estie Raven, and I got the Piston. I really, really, really wanted the Piston. I have never been an Estie fan. At the time of this purchase especially, I wasn't an Estie fan. I wasn't an Estie fan, and I can say 7 months later that, yeah, I'm Estie. In fact, there's an Estie video unboxing coming up that you will want to see. You will want to see it. Anyway, this is my first pen, my first Estie pen, Esterbrook pen. The pen, as I said, is a Piston. It has an ink window in it. Look at that. I love an ink window. Love an ink window. I love this. I love the look of this pen. It's beautiful cigar shaped. I love the feel of the pen, the finish in the pen. I just love the pen. But I had 2 issues while I was using the pen. And the pen actually has, before I go on, the pen is a medium nib. I think it's so gorgeous. I love how Estie. I love how Estie actually matched the nib to the pen, so it's not a steel. It is a steel, but it's black and not silver. I love that part of it. So I had 2 issues. Number 1, it leaked while writing. I used this pen in 30 days, 30 inks, and I put Octopus Write and Draw ink in it. And I read that they usually have a wet flow. So I inked it up again for August currently inked and encountered a different issue. And I want to show this to you. I've got my Pips pairing notes here, just because I need to see. I didn't do. This is the August one, and I wrote the issues with ink. It leaked a lot. Fixed it, but sheen just didn't show up. Now, if you know Lamy Dark Lilac at all, Lamy Dark Lilac is all about that green sheen. Do you see green sheen in there? Nope, no green sheen. So I'm not sure what that was about. The information this gives me is don't put a heavy sheening ink in the pen. Could be that the explanation. I'm just not sure what's up. I'm gonna do a test with different inks where I know the properties, like wet versus dry ink or shimmer versus a light sheening ink, and just see how this nib fares, how this pen fares. So the original ratings, let's get to the page. You guys gotta move out the way right now. I like how you're looking, but you're in the way. The original ratings I had, the uniqueness was a 9. And see, this is, I got to show you this. This, and this. They look totally different. This writing versus this writing. The sheen did not show up there at all, and it is sheen baby over here. I'm not sure what happened. The uniqueness of the pen I put at a 9 because I love how I love the look of this pen. It's so simple. Now other people looking at this and be like, Grace, that's really boring. That's okay. That's your opinion. Mine is ooh. Love this pen. Ease of use was an 8 because it was a piston filler, and I hadn't had many piston fillers by that time. That's a lie because TWSBI is a piston filler, but it's a different type of piston. It is this type of filler. Let me take the thing off so you can see. So you just constantly press this to fill the ink. So I haven't had a pen like that before. So ease of use was an 8 until I figured out how to do it. The feel in the hand, I gave it 8.5, and yeah, I don't know why I gave it 8.5. The style I have as a 4, and the style, you gotta remember the style. The style is not necessarily a high to low score. So when you think of 4, you're thinking she liked the pen, but she gave it a 4. No, the style is it an traditional, unassuming style, or is it a unusual, opulent style? So the styling is not a rating from high to low, but how, I'm just gonna say how plain it is to how over the top it is. That's the style. So I gave this one a 4 because there's not much styling going on with it. And then the writing experience. I loved the writing experience the first time. The second time I used it, the pen, as I said, the pen leaked. So I'm actually going to put in the value of this one. I don't even have a pen yet. I'm going to put the value as, I'm going to put it as an 8 so far. It went down. I would say it went down when I experienced this in August of 2024. The rating went down, I know for sure, but 8 is not bad. 8 is just not bad. Would I buy this pen again? Yes, I would, but I think I have a caveat, not at the price point that I got it. So there is the Lamy. That's the Lamy. Next one up in the value rating is my Radius 1934 Settimo Cielo Blue. It has a flex fine nib in it. Hey, I want to give the prices too. The pen retails for about $200 at the time of this. All the prices I'm giving are at the time of this recording, so I don't have to say that repeatedly. I paid $184.81, and pretty sure I got this from Stilo & Styles, their website. I fell in love with the pen the first time I saw it online, and I knew I had to have it. I gushed about this pen in the pen unboxing. I love the softness, the flexibility of the nib. I love the beautiful Italian resin. The pen line, the Radius pen line is now under Leonardo pen brand, and the Chatoyance. The Chatoyance is the thing that piece right there. What? The Chatoyance of this is brilliant. So here is, this is the second one. Here is this one. I love how it writes. My thoughts are a beautiful pen body, bright and sophisticated, feels good in my hand. The flow is soft, kind of springy, the nib. So I really had a good experience with this pen. The first time, remember this is the first time I opened and unboxed the pen. I gave it, for uniqueness, I gave it a 9. Ease of use, an 8.5. Feel in hand, 8.5. The style, because I just love the body of this pen, was a 9. Writing experience was an 8.5. What value would I give this pen right now? Okay, so I would give this pen right now, as of this recording, a 7. And I know it's despite all of that stuff I wrote here. That's the initial thoughts. After use, I would not buy the pen again, even at the price point that I got it. The writing experience, I didn't necessarily enjoy over time, and I've talked about this before with this pen, with pens. Sometimes a pen and you don't gel over time, and that is okay. That's the purpose of these videos, so I can see what was the thing that had me saying, okay, I loved you in the beginning, I'm not enamored with you right now. The pen body is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I think it's a fantastic pen. I think it's a brilliant pen. I love the whole pen. I love the flexy bounciness of the nib. I'm just not enamored with it as much as I was in the beginning. So I've made the decision that this will be the first pen on my sell list. I'm gonna sell this pen. I've never sold a pen before. I have no clue how to do it, and yeah, I just think someone will enjoy this pen a lot more than me right now. So there is that one, and it got a 7 in the value. The next pen that I will the value rating on. This is my first Sailor Pro Gear pen. I I really fell in love with this pen. I love the look of it. I am a simple person. You may not gather that from the stuff that I do, but truly, I am a sailor. I'm a simple person. This pen is the Sailor Pro Gear Slim SHIKIORI Sansui series. This particular pen is called the Kamoshika. It has a medium fine nib, and I know Japanese nibs are thinner, smaller. The stroke writes smaller than Western pens, and sailor pens tend to be more scratchy, which is one of the reasons why I didn't gravitate to the sailor pen initially, because of that reason. I prefer buttery smooth nibs. I don't, the scratchiness does not, I'm not enamored by the scratchiness. I will say, where did I put it? I do not have, here's my notes. These are my pip notes, and as you can see, nothing is written there for the pips. Nothing. And that is because I bought the pen in May, I inked it up, I used the ink that was in it from that pen from here, I inked it up, and then I just never looked at the pen again, and I had no clue why until October Currently Inked. So I've used it for October Currently Inked. It is now uninked. I've cleaned it out. I love the pen. I love I like the pen. Let's just put it that way. Let's just say I like the pen. I think I need more. I think I need to use it a little bit more to see how I like it. I think it's growing on me. I actually think the pen, because when I first got it, it was, I love how understated the pen is almost too. As for sailor nib, it's okay. That's what I wrote. I find it, and it's the grip area. I like a girthier pen, and that's a really small pen. The grip area is, it leaves, oh, look at, I'm making a mess. What pen video do I have that I don't make a mess? I mean, come on. Right? You know this. What was I saying? The pen is growing on me. I'm still on the fence about this. As I said, this is my first Pro Gear Slim. To tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind getting 1911 King of Pens, the black gold one, or what? The ebonite with the 21 karat gold Naganato Toji nib. That I'd love to have. I think I want the King of Pens only because it's a larger, girthier pen, and I think I would enjoy the sailor pens more. I need to use this more. I just need to use this more. So I put the uniqueness at a 6.5, ease of use at a 9, because it's fairly easy to ink up and start using. The feel in the hand is a 7, and that's because I like girthier pens. And this really is a small dainty pen. The style is 5. The style was kind of like smack dab in the middle. It wasn't necessarily conservative, but it wasn't opulent. It was right in the middle. Writing experience was 7. And as for the value of the pen, this one is actually hard because I actually enjoyed writing with it for October Currently Inked. And I am actually going to give this just a 7. I'm going to give it, and I just didn't say just a 7. Would I buy this pen again? Not at the price point. I would not buy the pen again. And did I have the price point? Let me give you the price points. The pen retails, this particular Sansui retails for $236 USD. I paid $118 with discounts. So when I say I'm not going to buy again or buy again, it's not at the price that I paid for it, it's the retail price. And I wouldn't buy this price again at the price point that it is. I think since sailor pens have found their fan base, the price has kind of skyrocketed. And personally, I'm not willing to pay that much for, to me, it's a just okay pen. It is now King of Pens, yeah. Pro Gear Slim, yeah. That Naganato nib, give it to me. Alrighty, next pen up is my Asvine P20. Love this pen. It has a medium nib. Let's put this over here. It has a medium nib, and it's so, I mean, it really is a gorgeous. I love the look. I love the look of this resin. I really love the look of this resin. I love how this pen writes. I had a good writing experience. For uniqueness, I gave it an 8. Ease of use, I gave it an 8. Feel in hand, I gave a 9. That's like top scores here. That's top scores. Style, I actually gave it a 9 because this resin, and freaking heck, it has an ink window. Come on, has an ink window. Writing experience, I gave it a 10. So yeah, I am quite enamored with this pen. I love writing with it. Would I buy this pen again? Well, considering that the pen retails at $29, I paid for it $29, I would buy this pen again at the same price. Absolutely, yes. Although I am after the vac-fill pen, the V126. That one is the next Asvine pen I'm going to get. What would I rate this? I am going to rate this. What? Grace? 9.5. Yeah, this is a gorgeous writer. The medium nib is so beautifully smooth and gorgeous and all the things. Alrighty, next up is a pen that I wasn't going to get, but I stood in Oblation, my local pen shop, and someone talked to me about the pen, and I'm like, okay, let me have it. That is my Sailor Tuzu. This is such a cute little pen. This is the Tuzu Adjust, because apparently you can adjust, not apparently, you can adjust the location of where the facets are so that your hands are fitting, your fingers are fitting properly on it. I love this pen. It retails for $55. I paid $55 for it. I love how it writes. Now some don't like the grip of it. This pen, see there's facets here and here that you hold it. This pen reminds me of the Lamy. Lamy has that grip. I've been writing with Lamy for 13 years. And so I'm used to having that. I don't find that an issue. Do I have Sailor Tuzu? Here it is. I gave it, for uniqueness, I gave it a 7. There's nothing to write home about. It's really pretty, but it's, 7. Ease of use, 8.5. Feel in hand, 8.5. The style is 6. And that's because it's not opulent or anything. There's no biggie about it. So the style is a little bit more than middle of the road, but it's just, it really is. But look at that pen. Look at that. That's so, oh my God. The writing experience is an 8.5. What would I rate this pen? What am I giving value of this pen? I am giving this pen a 10. I would definitely buy this pen again at the same price point. In fact, I want another one. Not right now though, not right now. I think it's a sweet little pen. I think it's a great starter pen, like like TWSBIs and those, the preppy whatever. I think it's, well, not the preppy, because the preppy price point is not the same as this one. For a good starter, when you want to put some money into a pen, but not a whole lot, this is a good starter pen. For those especially who want to learn, who haven't used fountain pens and who want to learn how to hold a fountain pen, this little area right here, those two facets, really good. Absolutely love this pen. 10. Yeah, she got a 10. She got a 10. Okay. Next up is something that I totally love. Totally. Can I say totally one more time? No, I won't bother you with that. The pen is this beauty. Oh my goodness, freaking gracious. I love this pen so much. This is, let me tell you what it is. This is the Monteverde Trees of the World, the giant Sequoia. And I got this pen because my family and I visited the Redwoods, and I thought, you know what? This will be a good pen to take with me to the Redwoods. Anyway, love the pen. Absolutely So much about this pen I love. I love the striations in it. You can see the striations. It resembles a tree. And then this brown part here resembles the trunk. That's supposed to resemble the trunk. I thoroughly enjoyed writing with this pen. No doubt about it. The pen has a medium nib. So gorgeous. How can nibs be so dang gorgeous? I mean, really. The price I paid for it was $65. It retails for $115. I had so much fun writing with this pen that I wrote with it. This was July when I did the new pen unboxing. I wrote with it probably July, and did I write with it in June? I did write, I think I wrote with it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Love the pen. I would definitely be inking this up again. Probably more so than some of my other pens. The writing, it was such a beautiful way to write. Where is the Monteverde? I'm gonna get my pip sheet out for this one. The pen is fantastic. Smoothest of smooth nibs. My hand didn't get tired. This particular one is the Diamine All the Best. Gorgeous ink. The properties didn't show, but the pairing was wonderful. And that was a July 2024 pairing with this one. So delicious. And the thing is, I love my Gerthia pens. And so this made writing really simple, really easy for my hand. Let's go with what it has. I put uniqueness 9 because, I mean, come on, frick, look at that. Look at that. Ease of use was an 8.5 regular converter cartridge pen. No biggie there. The feel in the hand, as I said, I love the feel in the hand because the grip is, I think it's on the small end of the girthy pens that my hand manages to write with well. The style, I gave it a 9. A 9. Come on. Writing experience, 9. And I already gave the value of it. I don't remember where I wrote that in, but I wrote that in early. And I don't know where. But it got a 10. There's a 10. It got a value of a 10. Would I buy it again at the same price point? Heck yeah! What? I love how I felt using, that's what it is. I love how I felt writing with the pen. I always wanted to pick it up. I don't know if the writing with the pen, how enamored I was writing with the pen had anything to do with the Diamine All the Best. I enjoyed that ink. Oh, so I think the combination of the two of them really worked beautifully for me. And it was just such a beautiful experience. Heck yeah, you get a 10. Definitely, you get a 10. I would buy it again. And there are 2 other pens in the Trees of the World collection. I wasn't enamored with the other pens. I would just buy this pen again. I don't have to because I already have one. But yeah, check out those 3 pens. You might find one of those 3 pens, the Monteverde Trees of the World pens. You might find that you will enjoy one of those pens, and it's fascinating. I will link the card to this pen. It's fascinating, the information about the pen, how Monteverde styled the pens to match the trees. Oh, so good, so good, so good. The last pen that I am going to do a rating on, a value rating on, is my Lamy Safari Pink Cliff. Now this came out when the Lamy Dark Lilac ink came out, and I remember standing in the store and she said, oh, you know what, there's the pen that goes with it, and I'm like, no, I don't need another pen. Okay, show me. And this came home with me, and this is the pink clip because it has the pink grip section. I still enamored with Lamy. I have 2 other Lamys in my collection. I rarely use those Lamy, but I got a renewed interest in the Lamy when I went to buy the ink, the Dark Lilac ink, and I just think this is beautiful. There are There's another pen that I want. I just got a different Lamy, the Lamy 2000. That's coming in a separate value video. The other Lamy Safari that I want, no, it's a Lamy. It came out in 2021, and I'm like, I just saw it recently, and it's the Lamy Ion. I don't know what the name of it is, in dark green. Oh, okay. Here are some pictures of that pen. What? Look at the beauty of that thing. Oh, so back to this one, the Pink Cliff, the Safari Pink Cliff. I gave it a 9. No, that's Giant Sequoia. Oh, you know what? I didn't do a video of it, but I did rate the pen itself. I gave the pen I gave the pen a 9 for uniqueness. I gave the pen ease of use was 8. The feel in the hand is an 8.5. It feels good. It's not a 10 rating like my Monteverde Sequoia, but it feels good. The style, remember, the style is not a number high-low. The style is 4 because Lamys are just Lamys. Lamys are, you know them and you like them or you don't. The writing experience with this particular pen as a medium nib on it was a 9. And I think if I'm going to give a rating that I don't have a piece of paper in here to use it, I would give this pen probably 8.75. I think the value I paid $37 for it. It retails for $37. I paid $37. Lamy pens don't generally, the lower end Safari and All-Star, they don't cost a whole lot, so the value that you get out of the pen, you get the value almost immediately because the pens are so they're beautiful writers, and of course that ink window, sweet. I love an ink window. So I would give this an 8.5. Did I say an 8.5? I think that's what I said. I can't remember what I said like 3 minutes ago. Okay, that's all well and good. Anyway, that's what I would give that. Now, alrighty, I actually have one more pen to rate, but 2 more pens to tell you. Actually, not 2 more pens. I have 2 nibs to tell you about. I'm going to rate the Lamy 2000. This Lamy 2000, I'm gonna do a double rating. Originally, I bought the Jinhao 80 as a knockoff of the Lamy 2000. I have no stats on that pen. I have nothing. I returned it before I could use it. Well, I tried to use it and it didn't write, so I just returned it. I paid $10 for that pen. It retails for between 99 cents and $10. And oh my gosh, I hadn't even unboxed. Now this not this Lamy 2000. Let me put this down. I'm talking about the Jinhao 80. I hadn't even unboxed it. I pulled it out for day 9 of 30 inks on camera, duh, and the thing refused to write. I could not get it to write at all later. So in the end, I just thought, this is ridiculous. I am just going to return it. And somehow sometimes when Jinhao pens, you can get a dud. I've had 2 so far. And I think the tines were a bit too close, so there was the ink couldn't flow. I didn't even try to figure out. I just thought, this is ridiculous, send it back. I would still love to try a different Jinhao 80, and that's what happened with my X159. The first one I got, I had to return because it didn't write. Second one, beautiful writer, absolutely beautiful. I used it for the first part of October, currently inked. So the value I would give the Jinhao 80 is womp 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 0. 0, 0, 0. I don't think I've ever given a value to a pen that's 0. I don't even think I've ever done that. But the Jinhao 80 did it. All right, so let's move on to this. This is the Lamy 2000. I finally got a Lamy 2K. I finally got one. This is the Macrolon. Beautiful. I'm finding I like these brushed finishes. It really is a brilliant, beautifully gorgeous pen. This pen I got, the only one that was available at the time, and there was a discount going on Lamy pens, and I thought, you know what? Get the Lamy 2K. Get the Lamy, because you know you want to try it. I just want to be in the I own a Lamy 2000 pen group, but not because I want to be in the group. I really just want to try it. And the pen actually retails for about $279 USD. I paid with all the discounts, and that's why I got the pen, because I got lots of discounts. I paid $125 for it. As I said, the pen has a oblique medium nib, and that was the only one available. And I thought, just get it, and we could all. And the nibs are interchangeable, so that's what I did. I had to find, as one of my commenters says, one of them says, you have to find your sweet spot because it's an oblique nib. You have to hold it at the angle that it needs to be held for the writing, because it skipped awfully in the beginning. Oh, dear. And you could see some of that here, right here, the skipping. It didn't skip here with the fast writing, but let's get to some stats. I gave it, for uniqueness, I gave it a 7. The ease of use, 8.5. Feel in hand, 8. For the style, I gave it a 9 because I just think it's a beautiful style, beautifully styled pen. I really think, it's not that they knocked it out of the park, but for a standard, upscale pen, I think it's really good. Writing experience was a 7 because I was experiencing that, the skipping part. And now I know how to hold the pen so that my writing style doesn't produce that irritating thing. So the value I would place on this pen for what I purchased it for, I would pay an 8.5. I think it's a good value. I think it's a good pen to have. A friend bought their nib to our pen group meetup, and which is weird because she had me try an extra fine nib and I really liked it. So I'm thinking for this particular pen, I'm going to get an extra fine nib for it, and I'm liking the Lamy. I'm liking a Lamy pen. What can I say? Yes. 2 things I want to show you. And let's get to, can I get to a blank page? Do you mind getting to a blank page? 2 things I want to show you. These are my Jinhao 100 classics. That's what these are. Actually, Jinhao 100 pens. When I first got these pens last year, actually a year ago for October Currently Inked, I did a Jinhao experiment, and I got these 2 pens, Snow White and Blue Celluloid. The Blue Celluloid came with a Fude nib. I really need to try Fude nibs, but I didn't like how it wrote. And this one came with whatever nib it wrote, and I didn't like how it wrote, so I put them in the storage drawer, and they never came out until I found out that I can get replacement nibs for these 2 pens. Oh my god. So, the pen, this is the Jinhao Classic Peacock Celluloid Blue. Isn't that gorgeous? What? This was Day 24's pen. The original pen, the original nib was an extra fine. No, the original nib was the Fude, as I said. And I put what did I put in here? I think it's a fine. I want to say it's a fine. Yeah, it's a fine. I put a fine nib in here. Love the writing. I inked this up, as I said, for Day 24 of 30 inks this in June. What? Love this pen. And then I took this, I don't know why the pen didn't, I got 2 pens at the same time, and both nibs were just like, So I put in this one. This had, I don't know what nib it had in it either, but now it has a medium nib in it, and these 2 pens write beautifully now. I love these 2 pens. I think this is my first all-white pen. And there's a Estie pen that I was going to get, and then I didn't get. I think I'm going to get, because I love the look of it. I love the look of it. Okay, so let's do some final thoughts. One of the things that I did, that pen evaluation that I do, I'm going to retire the pen evaluation for 2025. Sort of. I'm going to give instead one rating that's a combination of 5 of the ratings. And I couldn't tell you what they are now. I'll tell you when that happens. I will still do the value pen ratings, like this type of video for pens. Let me get all the pens. Let me get all the pens so you can see. These are the pens that I value. Put a value on. I will still want to do the value rating because the value ratings for me when I do this, it gives me clues into the iteration of my pen journey, what I'm attracted to in that 6 months period. It gives me an idea of why I chose a pen, and the value of the pen to me. Remember, this is all subjective. The value of the pen to me at that moment in time, and it gives a viewpoint in review of the pens. And I think it's important. I think it's important for me to look back on, and that's why I do the video of it. But also you, if you're interested in the pens. It gives, I love that. I love that. Anyway, that is the pen evaluations for these 7 pens. Yes, those are my pens. I love all of them. Love all of them.